What is up, everyone? Sean here, and welcome to another channel update video where we're gonna look into what's gonna be happening in March and a look back on February as well. This is, of course, where I ramble on about real life stuff, what happened past, that kind of thing. It's kind of my monthly vlog for you guys to kind of get yourselves updated and all that great stuff. So in February, I worked on Tales of Berseria for the stream. I just plow through and was able to beat the game with a total of over 70 hours or something like that. Over 60 to 70 hours on that thing. Really fun game. I would love to do a review video about it. I kind of already wrote a little overview script on it, and that should get me at least started on the video at least once I get that get that recorded. And again, it's just such a fun game. I love to sit down for that video and talk more about it. For Berseria, it was just such a fun game to stream, and I love to do more games to stream, including certain ones for the future here. We kind of came back with some We Have Fun videos. Those were actually recorded from my birthday, which is back in January. So you'll see a couple more of those throughout the weeks, depending on the timing and stuff like that. And of course, when I get to those and editing and post and all that stuff, and it's also just due to the fact that we're all busy nowadays, and we're adults. You know what I mean? We're all grown up, and we have to attend to the things in life. Such as work, again, like moving and stuff like that, school, or we're all just trying to get by. You know what I mean? So those things have been keeping us from doing a lot more consistent videos, but we'll definitely try to get one for the 1-2 switch. But I'll talk more of that in the actual update for March. Not a whole lot has happened. For me anyway, for the first half of February. It seems like as we get closer to March, things get ramped up. You know what I mean? So the Fire Emblem game came out during that time, and for the mobile game, Fire Emblem Heroes, and it's actually a pretty fun mobile game. It's not really too bad on the microtransactions. You just gotta be patient with it, of course, and the actual gameplay is pretty fun, even though it is a little dumbed down for the casuals. But nonetheless, it's still pretty fun. I would love to kind of see more from Nintendo, to see like what ideas they have in mind. I know they're coming out with an Animal Crossing mobile game, so maybe I'll stream that, since I can actually plug my iPhone in and directly kind of capture that and stream it in a way so that you guys can see that too, in the highest quality, without doing the whole potato stream thing, which is actually awesome. Just because, of course, I have the iPhone, I have a Mac, so it all kind of makes sense, right? And also, I actually picked up Tales of Link, which is, funny enough, a mobile game for the Tales of series, and that's actually it's not bad. It's got some similarities with with Fire Emblem Heroes, in a way that you collect stones and you summon heroes. And I mean, I have a feeling that a lot of mobile games kind of do this when it comes to like JRPG series. I'm a guy who doesn't play as much mobile games, so I'm still kind of winding sort of slowly back into the mobile gaming phase, I guess, because of just because of these two games. Other than Pokemon Go, that was like another game that I was really into at the time. For the first mobile game I've ever even bothered touching was Angry Birds. Funny enough, played it for a short time, but I pretty much dumped it. I actually tried Super Mario Run back in, I think it was December or early January at least. It was okay, but I kind of immediately deleted it after the first 3 levels. Just wasn't doing it for me. It's just kind of just tap with the thumb and stuff like that. It doesn't really feel like it's a fun Mario game to me anyway. But it's a good way to kill time, I think, in my opinion. Same with Fire Emblem Heroes and also Tales of Link. It's just, those are good games for me to kill time. So whenever I'm like riding on the bus or something like that, or riding in the train, just bust it out, and get a few levels in, and that's pretty much it for those games anyway. Unfortunately for Pokemon Go, it's completely, almost like completely dead for me. It's kind of slowed down to the point where I'm not even bothering to go outside to dedicate my time for Pokemon Go. It's just, I don't know. It's gotten a little dry, and I think they were just too late on the Pokemon, in my opinion. It's very sad because you can't even catch the 3 legendary birds. They didn't even come up with those for the first generation, and as well as Mewtwo and even Mew at that. Sadly, they were just, I don't know what's going on with Niantic, but just not gonna happen. I guess they're just gonna go straight into Gen 2, gonna forget about the whole those Pokemon, and that's it. I mean, the closest thing we have to the 3 legendary birds is just being which team you're on. Team Mystic, Valor, or Instinct. Almost forgot the team names. Those are like the closest things you have to the legendary birds, because of course each color represents the appropriate bird. So it's like, okay, and the promised Mewtwo thing is pretty much gone. It's never gonna happen, at least anytime soon, because Gen 2 is out, and where else can it go from there? I don't know. I mean, are we even gonna make it to Gen 3 for Pokemon Go? Probably not, because by the time, at this rate, we're probably gonna see Pokemon Star on the Switch by that time. Funny enough, so or at least some kind of like big Pokemon title on the Switch, and by that time we're all gonna be stuck on that. So Pokemon Go is just gonna be a thing of a past if Niantic can't really ramp things up anytime soon. Anyways, now I'm not too bummed out about it. It's a mobile game that I only spent like $2 on for like a backpack expansion, and that's pretty much it. They didn't really spend too much money on it, gladly. So I completely do not regret putting my time into Pokemon Go, because I didn't put my money into it. So I felt like, I mean, it was a really fun mobile game at the time, but now it's just it's kind of just dead. So now Fire Emblem Heroes and Tales of Link, and possibly, hopefully, Animal Crossing will be the mobile games to keep me occupied when it comes to the mobile game fit or whatever, or phase that I have. And hopefully the Nintendo Switch will keep me going as well when it comes to the home Nintendo experience. Later in February, we also watched Lego Batman movie, and we did a review on it. Myself and Danny gave our thoughts about it. Briefly, I thought it was a very fun movie to watch. Very, very good movie to have in your arsenal when it comes to babysitting. So if you have kids to look after, or you have some younger cousins or nieces or whatever, nephews that you have to deal with, on certain days, and once this movie comes out on Blu-ray and DVD. I don't even know if DVDs are still a thing, but once that comes out, you can definitely have that and play that for the kids, because this is a very wonderful kids film. It's very visually heavy. There's a lot of cool things to see. It's very fast paced. It's the humor is kind of there for the current generation, and overall it was a pretty fun movie to watch. But anyways, so we did that, and funny enough, today, as I record this, it is February 28th, which means Horizon Zero Dawn is out for the PS4, and I don't have my hands on it, because initially I was intrigued by it. I did play it at PSX. I thought it was really pretty. It was very it had a lot of graphical fidelity to it. It's just one of those games. It's very pretty, and it's just one of those games that, if you have the PS4 Pro, then you probably should pick this up. But personally, for me, it seems to be like a Far Cry game. You just go explore around, kill some animals, or hunt them, and skin them for materials or whatever, and you can pick up other materials along the way to forge other weapons and stuff like that, or upgrade them. Whatever you want to do, or whatever you need to do. And it just seems one of those things. And people have been saying like, the story is gonna be, really intriguing and stuff like that. But I don't really expect too. For me, I don't expect too much from the story. It seems just like it's all about the main character just discovering herself, who she is, or what what the world is, or something like that. It's just all about discovery. And I rather focus on other games that are coming out later in the month, or later in a couple months, than dedicate my time for Horizon. As much of a game it can or will be, I can kind of see the potential for it. But very soon, leading right into the updates for March, the Switch is coming out, so I'm definitely gonna do as much coverage as I can during the launch period of the Nintendo Switch. I'll do an unboxing in one video. I'll do unboxing and first impressions, because I actually get to touch the thing finally. I'm really excited for it, and I'll do a review on it, and of course I'll review Breath of the Wild as soon as I finish that, and I'll definitely stream Breath of the Wild on my Twitch channel. So if you want to follow me and watch me, go through the experience that is Breath of the Wild, link will be in the description box below. Hit the follow button, and you will definitely be notified when I'm streaming Breath of the Wild. That'd be awesome, you guys. Really highly appreciate that. If you guys consider doing so. Again, I'm really excited for that. Have been waiting for the Nintendo Switch to come out. Really was aching for a brand new, Nintendo console that I've just been just aching on. I know I'm gonna keep repeating myself, but it's because the Wii U, I kind of I did a kind of a analysis on the Wii U, a look back on it as well. And we all know the Wii U is pretty much dead, except for the Breath of the Wild. That's pretty much like the last breath that it will have. It's like the last hurrah, and after that it's gonna be dead. It's just gonna be there for people who don't have the Switch between March all the way to the holidays. And I really don't know what games are gonna come out for the Wii U at that point. Probably some virtual console titles, maybe some eShop stuff, indie games, but really I think that's it. I mean, it all makes sense to put it all on the Switch, because everyone's going to get that at one point, and it's going to be the next biggest console ever since, I don't know, Nintendo Wii or something, or maybe, I don't know, GameCube. I mean, the GameCube wasn't the greatest of consoles, but it definitely is memorable. It had Melee, and of course, Super Mario Sunshine, Luigi's Mansion, and Metroid Prime, and so on and so forth. It's just Nintendo always has memorable consoles, no matter what. Even the Virtual Boy, people kind of talk about that in the past, and of course, people look at that as a mistake that they, for the most part, have learned from. And now we're back here, Nintendo Switch. Of course, considering virtual reality, I have no idea how that's gonna work, but maybe we'll have like a big old thing of goggles or something, big old eye set or headset, excuse me, for your eyes, and then you just dock the Nintendo Switch right into your eyes, and it'll somehow make the screen give the screen this illusion where it has this curve depth to it, and you'll it'll kind of look like you have one of those curved TVs that some Samsung makes. So the dock will be in your, the gamepad will be right in your eyes, and 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 there's your virtual reality or something like that. I don't know, but I believe that's probably not going to happen. They'll probably have their own some kind of weird, fancy Nintendo headset for your eyes, and you can only probably play on in TV mode or something like that. Because I kind of noticed that they have a rhythm game coming out for the Switch, only for certain regions for right now, and it's only compatible with portable or it only works in handheld mode, which kind of makes sense because it was originally it's a touch rhythm game, so you need a touch screen to do it. So it only makes sense. It's like, what the hell? Like, how are you supposed to do that with the TV? So you can't really use the touch screen when it's docked. So it only makes sense. But it does raise some concerns for me as well, because I hope Nintendo doesn't release like these big titles such as Pokemon and have it work only in handheld mode. That would kind of defeat the purpose of this console being the hybrid console. You know what I mean? Like being able to play it at home and be able to take it on the go. In such a easy Switch. But I believe they're smart enough not to do that. If they market it as a hybrid console, I'm pretty sure they're not going to do that. But if they're really stupid, they'll make games like Animal Crossing or Pokemon and have that function only in handheld mode, and that would just piss off a lot of people, including myself, because again, it's marketed as a a hybrid console. Man, I'm getting my tongue twisted. A hybrid console where, again, you play it at home, you take it on the go in a couple of seconds, in such an easy way, to switch. And if they just do that, it's gonna just defeat the whole purpose. It's like, what the hell? But now we have just this fancy looking 3DS with detachable controllers. It's like, what the hell? Like, it's not really a console. It doesn't really feel like a console anymore. It's more of a handheld. But anyways, I don't think they'll do that. It does raise some concerns for me anyway. If you have any concerns about that, leave them down below in the comment section. But yes, of course, like I already said, really gonna try to do my best to cover this Nintendo Switch with the unboxing, first impressions, the review, and of course reviewing Breath of the Wild as soon as I get that done. And I'll again stream that on stream that on Twitch if you guys want to check that out. Also later in March we will go check out Logan, and then Kong, which is the brand new remake for King Kong, and Logan is like, I think it's a spin-off or probably a sequel within the Wolverine movies or something like that, and of course a spin-off X-Men movie. But nonetheless, I'm really excited for it. It doesn't hold back. It doesn't hold back any punches. It's aimed more towards adults, of course. It's got that rated R, the R rating. So looking forward to it. And funny enough, it's coming out on Friday. Jeez Louise, we're literally just like 4 or 3 days away from the Nintendo Switch coming out, and Logan's going to come out, and the week after that, it's Kong. Like, goodness gracious. It's like, March is like the beginning of just, all these awesome things coming out. Of course, in April, we're going to get Mario Kart and all that stuff, but that's kind of obvious, right? But there's actually one other Switch game I will get on launch besides Breath of the Wild. And funny enough, it's 1-2-Switch. I mean, it's kind of obvious for someone like me. This channel is pretty much where it is because of the party games that we've played in the past for We Have Fun. So we're definitely going to do our best to cover 1-2-Switch for We Have Fun. Try to do as much as we can before we kind of put it on the side for other games. And it's a party game, so it feels like I gotta get it. I have the opportunity to get it, of course, especially with the gift card. So that definitely kind of softened the blow a bit. $50 though is kind of a steep price in my opinion. My biggest thing that the 1-2-Switch should have been was be a WarioWare game. that would have been so cool, and it would have been that would have made things a lot better to to give it that WarioWare visual, the appeal that it had in the past. And as someone who just played WarioWare a couple weeks back for a stream with my friend Quiet, who brought it over, thank you very much. I had a lot of fun with it. It's it's a perfect party game series to have in your collection, and it would have been so cool to have as a launch title. But WarioWare, I guess, will be happen in the later time. I mean, WarioWare did start as a handheld, I believe, so it'd be perfect for a Switch game. But we're definitely not going to see it as a launch title, unfortunately. And the 1-2 Switch should have been that WarioWare game or title. Like should have been WarioWare Switch. I don't know. It could have been something like that. And I'm pretty sure it would have been 1,000 times more fun than what it is right now. Again, the WarioWare aesthetics with the 1-2 Switch gimmicks, just like fuse them together, and it would have been an awesome freaking launch title for everyone to pick up, to really kind of not only to show the capabilities that the Switch has, but to kind of keep the Nintendo franchise, certain franchises or characters alive, such as Wario and all the other characters from WarioWare. That would be really cool, but not gonna happen, unfortunately. But we can expect a WarioWare game for the Switch, because we had one for the Wii U, we had it on the Wii, and of course we had one on the DS. So we can only just wait for that, along with certain games like Smash and stuff like that. Smash is an inevitable thing. I shouldn't really talk about it, but there are some indie games that have come out for the Switch over time, and now pretty much fill up the launch title library, hopefully. I'm kind of considering the Snipper Clips. It looks pretty cool. It's got that co-op play to it that I really like in certain in games in general. Which this channel's philosophy is kind of about co-op play and stuff like that. However, there are some other games I'd rather kind of focus on, so probably Snipper Clips will come later. We'll have to see about that. So I think that's pretty much it for the Switch, and pretty much there's nothing really much else for like PS4 and stuff like that. If something comes up, I'll be sure to pick it up. But Nier Automata is coming out in March, but I would love to pick that up. But again, there's other games I'd rather kind of focus on, so gotta get that. Gotta get those games, and of course the Switch is coming out, so the budget definitely is taking up a lot of that. And I can always play Nier Automata on my own on another time when it's probably cheaper, hopefully, and I'll definitely get my hands on it when it comes to that. I would love to do more of the the rights and wrongs for like certain subjects and stuff like that, but life has been keeping me busy. I'm trying to look for a job. Not only that, I'm doing other projects and commissions and kind of other things to try to keep me a little up, so that I can go find a job and stuff like that. And just things are keeping me busy. But I'll try to get around to doing those kinds of videos. Hopefully I can do more review videos or top fives or that I can actually start with. I don't know. There are some things I do want to talk about, so hopefully I can get to those kinds of videos sometime in March. If not, hopefully just soon enough. So, but yeah, that's pretty much it for what's coming up in March. Major things anyway, and also what happened in February. So, thank you guys so much for once again tuning in for my channel update. It's good seeing you guys again, and hope you guys been enjoying what's been given to you from this channel for 2017. I know it's a little dry comparing to the past few years. It's just life is kind of changing, and myself and my friends are getting older, and as we get older we get more busy, and just gonna have to adapt something around that. So hopefully we can do something to kind of keep you guys happy, satisfied, and all that fun stuff. But whenever we do things like that, it always brings joy and a lot of fun, which is the philosophy of this channel, I think. And it really makes me happy that that my subscription count is still going up somehow, and I always see those comments coming, and it's just really cool to just see some kind of engagement still. So really appreciate it, and hopefully you guys stick around for other things in the future. So if you have any comments, any thoughts, or any opinions about what I've talked about, leave it down below. Are you guys excited for the Switch? Are you guys excited for the upcoming games that are coming out in March? And maybe April and all that stuff. But anyways, if you guys are excited for any of those, leave it down below, and love to check them out. And oh yeah, don't forget to hit the like, and don't forget to hit the subscription button if you haven't already, and also the bell so that you can be notified of when I upload videos. That really helps out, and it's very much high appreciated. So that's it for the channel update for March and a look back on February. Again, thank you guys so much. I will see you guys in the next video.